No, let's not do that anymore.
Okay.
Hey! Joe Skelly in the house.
Welcome back.
What we talk about today, Joe Skelly? 39 7 seconds.
That's what I'm talking
of
about.
Of all things.
Do you know what Amber Geese is?
The girl that's beat up Johnny Depp?
No. The one that left him a solid Cleveland steamer? I mean, no, that wasn't a Cleveland steamer.
No, that was Taco Hell.
No, I think, what was the term I heard they called? I heard they called that the New Jersey, what was it? The New Jersey sunroof is what they were calling it.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's a new thing.
That's a new thing. No, it's called ambergris. Ambergris.
Negatory.
Ambergris is whale vomit.
Oh.
Yes.
Why do we need that?
It floats around in the ocean in a big giant ball of hard, crusty whale vomit.
What?
And if you find it...
It's a crustacean?
No. It's just like crustated whale vomit. But if you find it, it's worth millions of dollars.
Get the fuck out of here.
Because they use it in makeup and in perfume. Yes. Google food if you don't believe me. But if you find yourself a chunk of ambergris floating around in the ocean, you could be the next millionaire.
Why do we even have jobs? Like, that's what I want to know.
You just want to get, you're going to be like Moby Dick floating around in your rowboat looking for ambergris?
I'm fucking Ahab.
Yeah, Ahab. Okay. Look it up. Ambergris. Sound it out phonetically and Google foo it.
Here we go.
And I promise
How much? Let's see. Should I just put in how much is whale vomit worth?
Yeah. Yeah, you could do that. I'm sure.
Whale vomit. Oh, they got poop on there too. Solid, waxy, flammable substance of a dull gray or blackish color produced in the digestive system of a sperm whale. Great. Oh, and the next fucking highlight is price per pound. Does anybody want to guess what it is, price per pound? Go ahead, take a guess. The engineer's just looking at me.
$39,000 per pound.
No, but you're not that far off. It's $10K.
$10,000 per pound.
Per pound.
Yes, sir.
That's like...
Yeah.
Almost better than the fucking Alps.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. It's better than Bolivia.
And I mean, you don't even got to cross a border to get that.
No, sir.
You just got to go in the ocean.
That's it.
I'm here, Coasties. Help me.
Right, but here's the problem.
What the fuck, dude?
That's like one of the places you don't go, so you're going to have to change some of your lifestyle in order to find some ambergris.
I'm just going to outsource. Is there a culture to outsource? I'm sending all the people out for it.
Who are you gonna hire? Who are you gonna hire to go ambergris hunting for you?
Fucking Captain Jack Sparrow. I heard he's open for some jobs. Captain Jack, get the Black Pearl. We're going for ambergris.
We're ambergris
that hunting. Fucking compass. Huh? If we had that compass, you'd be Gucci.
You'd be Gucci.
I just want to find whale shit.
Dude, my man could use the work.
What would happen though? I mean, you don't need it. He could use it. He don't need it.
You don't need it.
What would happen though if you were like, I need some whale vomit, and then you went into like a grocery store and the compass was pointing to just everything? It's like, oh, cheese, whale vomit. Meat, whale vomit.
I would probably become a vegan or something, or move away from that store.
You're not vegan?
I'm not a vegan.
I thought you were a vegan straight edge.
Dude, that's an extreme group right there.
Which one?
Vegan straight edges.
Both of them? Right.
If you were combining the two, that's
fuck.
That's like...
I met too many of those guys.
That's like all the Autobots combining into one big giant robot.
Not to age anybody in the room, but let's do that. Do you remember when veganism, like, not started, but, like, you're a little bit ahead of me, so you had to be around when those boys were, like, really thick.
Oh.
Or, like, vegan was, like, the movement.
Oh, it's... Look... All right.
I mean, it's still a movement. And I get that. But like it's not an origin movement. Like it didn't just start. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like those punk kids that were, I don't even want to say punk kids. I don't even know who originates with that, because I think all the ones I know
like
were just
an offshoot
hipsters.
of like the Grateful Dead.
Well, I'm not about to turn this into a vegan fucking episode, but but I am curious, because like when I was a kid, every single person would be like, "Oh, you're straight edge. You must be a vegan." And I'm like, what the fuck is a vegan? Like, Why am I getting labeled here by race for vegan? Is that my new race or what's happening?
Because you didn't know what it was?
No, fuck no.
Listen, I don't have a problem with vegans, and I don't have a problem with vegetarians. As a matter of fact, hey, if you want to live that healthier lifestyle, that's great. The only time I had an issue with a vegan, the only time I was at a Christmas party, right?
That's ironic.
Listen, I was at a Christmas party.
They weren't in the spirit.
And there was a Christmas tree there, and I was like, oh, wow, this is a fantastic Christmas tree.
And he was like, you fucking killed a bunch of animals.
No. This girl was a hardcore vegan. She's like, this tree's disgusting. And I'm like, why? You murdered this tree. And I'm like, it's not my tree. I didn't murder this thing.
Oh, my God.
And they were like, you tortured and killed. Can't you hear this tree screaming? And I was like, oh, my God. What happens every time they harvest your broccoli?
Screaming.
What happened? I mean, I've heard of the band The Screaming Trees, but like, this was over the top,
bro. She's going hard.
She came hard, bro. And
I've
I was
never. I don't know. I knew one kid who was straight edge who I didn't like him anyway, so it didn't matter to me. But he went vegan and ended up in the hospital, and I was like, "You're an idiot."
Oh, why? Because he didn't do it right.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
He was just like, "I will never touch animal products again." All right, well, you can eat lettuce, homie. Good luck. Good luck with that.
He didn't realize that he could get proteins from legumes.
I don't know what he did. I never talked to the idiot. I didn't care for him.
You're
So
like, whatever.
like, oh well, he's in the hospital. Hook a bag to his dick. Let's go. He's gonna need it.
He's gonna need it.
No, but like vegans are like really. I mean, it's your fault. I'm literally blaming you right now.
Okay, you judge.
You I don't have to judge. It happened. It was during your guard while you were at the shows that these people started erupting. You should have nipped it in the bud. No pun intended.
No.
And we would have not had to deal with them. Now you got fucking Rise Against running around for 20 years talking about it, and we're just in trouble.
Food not bombs.
Grow me some rice and throw it at him.
Listen, did I ever tell you the time that the band I represented played a Food Not Bomb show?
Oh my God. Are they vegans?
No, and they didn't know it was a vegan show.
Oh.
And it was like one of the very first shows that they'd ever done, right? And somebody else booked it. It wasn't me. They're like, dude, I booked a show. All right. I was like, sweet. So what's the pay? They're going to pay us in food.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're going to pay us
Does that really happen?
Oh, yeah, it really happened. And so they got to the show, right? They got to the show. And as we're walking in the back door to load in, because it was being done in an abandoned storefront.
Of course. They don't want to hurt any more animals to produce anything bad.
Listen, there's a dude reading poetry on the microphone. And he's like, apples, red, round, and delicious.
Oh.
And the guitarist looked at me and goes, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, bro, I didn't book this shit.
What did you do?
I didn't book this. And then like the event coordinator comes up and he's like, he looks at the event coordinator and goes, what the fuck's going on? He's like, hey, you guys the punk band? And my buddy was like, yeah. And it was Tommy Skelly. They're like,
right.
He's like, yeah, we're the fucking punk band. He's like, do you know what we fucking play? Because like, here we are, we're going to follow up some dude reading poetry about apples. And the guy's like, fuck yeah, I do. I want you to turn that music up and bring the cops.
Oh my.
So they rocked out, right? Like windows in the storefront are vibrating. These guys are just going hard, right? We get done with the set. And they're like, all right, where's our pay? They're like, oh, it's all in the other room.
Oh, no.
Go to the other room. And they get in line to get their food because that's what they played for.
Oh.
And I'm looking around and there's all these Food Not Bombs posters. And I'm like, what kind of shit is this, right? And then the bassist is like, where's the meat? Not realizing that this is a vegan organization.
Oh, no.
And things went south rather quickly, and we had to pack up our gear and leave. I was like, this went to shit in a handbasket. And that's when that guy was no longer allowed to book shows
This
anymore.
is your fault. See? Directly related. That story confirms.
It's my fault.
I'm saying.
I didn't book the show.
Joe Skelly could have stopped veganism. This is like, all you had to do was find that one fucking nerd that was at that show passing out flyers, and nobody would have ever known. We need to trace back to the first. So, let's see. Who was it? I was talking to the artist yesterday.
Formerly known as Prince.
Yeah. And we were talking about vegans, and he said, so he brought this in, and I didn't know if this was true. He was like, vegans, as bad as straight edge, as bad as nurses. And I was like, damn, is that a true thing? He's like, yeah. Yeah. You can know a nurse no matter where you are because they'll tell you immediately.
I thought that was CrossFitters.
Oh, that's the other one too. We didn't talk about that, but that's another one. That's
Okay.
a religion now.
Yeah, the CrossFit religion.
Yeah. We can't throw shade though because then everyone will be like, you're just mad because you can't do CrossFit. Bro, I could do CrossFit. I just don't want to do 500 kip pull-ups and kill my shoulders and ruin myself.
Ruin my rotator cuffs.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well,
that's the thing. So we've had a little bit of a recess, right? So it's time to get back into the swing of things. Even though we're still dropping mad episodes, that's all good. But now it's time to get back on this horse.
30, 97 seconds every day, and maybe let's go back to the $10,000 vomit. Are we gonna go look for that?
Well, I mean, I'm not afraid of the sea.
We'll stand on the beach. We'll
and just wait for it to wash up.
Ooh, there's that.
Well, you would have to go to a place where sperm whales go by.
Oh, I don't want to be near any whales, especially ones that got sperm in them.
How would you induce the whales to vomit?
Oh, here we go. Like snakes, man. You just got to get a pattern and put it in front of their face.
Is that what? I've never even heard of such a thing.
Yeah, no, I saw that on something once. You ever seen that dude fucking use the paddle with the patterns on it and fucking fucks with the snake?
No, I've never seen that.
I don't remember why or what, but I saw a guy doing it once.
Is this something you watched because you were concerned about people bringing pit vipers over to the studio in their backpacks?
Pit vipers. That's the rules. So we should go over the rules of the studio. Well, let's see. What are the rules? The rules are
no animals that can kill you.
No animals that can kill you. No meth.
Yeah. None of that.
I think that's it.
That's it.
That's pretty much it. And no wielding guns once you're intoxicated, because yeah, we've got some of those friends.
Yeah,
we got to stay away from them.
None of that stuff.
No,
none of that stuff.
No. But definitely no animals that can kill you.
I mean,
I'm the only one that's violated that rule so far. But
what, you had a Komodo dragon or something up in this place?
No, just Dread.
Okay.
Yeah, when he used to hang out in here,
right.
And most of the guys that would come to the studio, he didn't like. He's like, "Get the fuck out of my office." I'm like, "Oh, Dread, we can't get any work done if you do this, bro. You're gonna have to let somebody in." In his defense, though, he was a good
He was a good dog.
No, yeah, and he was a good judge of character,
as
they all are.
Yes,
most of them
are.
Yeah.
So, how many people do you think would stop using makeup and perfume if they knew
they wouldn't?
The main ingredient was whale vomit.
How many people would stop using it if they knew they were using human fucking fat for soap? I mean, they just wouldn't.
It's okay, Tyler.
They wouldn't. I'm telling you, bro.
First rule of the podcast is don't talk about the podcast.
Yeah, don't
Tyler.
tell anybody. Whose fault is this? So no, they. I don't know, man. Humans are fucked up. Humans and then they find out and they're like, I don't really care. What are you talking about? You're butchering millions of chickens and growing them with steroids, and it's cage free. We kept them in a barn.
It tastes really good when I get it from McDonald's.
Yeah, they've never seen the
extruded pink substance that they call chicken nuggets.
And just so we're clear, neither one of us are vegans. We don't support that lifestyle.
I'm not gonna say I don't support it. I'm just gonna say I don't follow that lifestyle.
Yeah, sorry, I should say that.
Yeah.
You can't trust a man who doesn't eat a hot dog. That's SWAT. Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah. I don't trust a man who doesn't eat a wiener.
Right.
That's right.
All right, Sam Jackson.
It's true though. You're like, I'm not eating that steak. I'm like, what? What just happened?
I don't know.
Look, who do we hang out with that doesn't eat meat? I know there's a couple in our group. I can't think of it right now. But I know that every time we hang out, we're like, blah, 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 blah. And then the person's like, I don't eat meat. And I'm like, oh, I forgot all about that. Yeah.
Well, here's some.
You don't need your teeth.
Here's some refried beans.
Yeah. See.
Here's some beans. Get your legumes.
The fuck
Get your protein in.
Oh, I'm having a fucking hazy day.
It's all right.
It's the whale vomit that's throwing me off. 10 grand a pound.
10 grand a pound. Can you imagine what the stench is? I bet it stinks.
No, there's no stench.
You don't think it stinks at all?
It can't. It's solidified in salt water. I don't think so.
All right.
Right?
Right.
Just Science.
Dude, so you're going to go around with the little boat and out in the ocean, just pick up every round 10-pound object floating around out there as long as it's gray and waxy. I mean, you might not be getting whale vomit. You might be grabbing something else.
Whale shit.
Who knows what you're grabbing?
Somebody's probably paying for that too.
It's the some dude who just wants to roll around in it.
Dude's like, we don't know what's out there. Fuck it. So just speaking of the whole ocean thing, just to confirm that I'm not crazy, yesterday I watched a bunch of videos of surfers trying to paddle away from sharks. And I was like, oh yeah, this is why I don't fuck with this. Golden Boy's like rolling in his grave. He's like, fucking idiot.
Right. Listen.
Get out in the water.
Listen, let me just tell you something.
But
most sharks, when they bite a surfer,
no, I
realize
know.
that they've made a
Right.
mistake.
Yeah.
And they don't continue.
Yeah. Pretty big fucking mistake to learn on though. I lost half my leg, but I'm good. It was a mistake. And that fucking shark, he's learned his lesson. He'll never bite another surfer leg in his life. Yeah, I'm good on that.
Listen.
He only got 30% of my testicles.
Listen.
What the fuck?
You have to realize that the moment you enter the ocean, you become part of the food chain.
If I had a reason,
you become
I
part
would
of the
do
food
it.
chain.
Like,
You've
I'm
already
telling
told
you.
me you'd go swim with sharks.
Yeah, I'll go swim with sharks if I have to. Might, you know.
You said the child said, please swim with sharks with me. And you're like,
and I
okay.
will. That's a reason. But purposefully, I'm not about to get my fat ass up and go into the ocean, to bait the shark. Just to be like, hey, you want some of these hormones you never smelled before? I'm just sweating and shitting myself. Come and get it. I have a theory about this. So first of all, the law of attraction is real. So the fact that I got like 30 something years just imagining some big fucking white shark biting me in the ass, that shit's just going to happen the minute my ass gets in the water.
Because of the law of attraction.
Right. Second of all, I believe, this is going to sound crazy, I believe that if you believe you are food, then you secrete that smell and those fucking animals will be like, hey, I'm coming for you.
Oh, so you alpha syndrome yourself to become
without a doubt.
part of the food.
Don't you? Come on, bro. It's true about dogs. You get a person who's not an alpha or can't handle a dog around a dog. The dog instantly knows and wants to fuck with that person. You telling me that sharks who can smell blood 2 miles away or whatever can't fucking tell? I'm gonna fuck with this ragdoll today. This bitch is scared. That's the fucking world. That's the way of the world.
Listen, you know why you're not supposed to listen.
Humans can do that.
No, part of this is, you know why you're not supposed to wear yellow in the ocean?
Jesus fuck. What?
You didn't know that?
I thought you were supposed to wear bright clothes so if you get fucking lost, you don't, that the whole safety orange thing then?
Listen, the Navy years ago did studies, right?
Uh-oh.
To figure out what color sharks were attracted to so that they didn't put their divers in those colors, right?
Right.
And one of the colors that sharks are attracted to is yellow. And as a matter of fact, the Navy calls it yum yum yellow.
Oh. Well, the Coast Guard's fucking up then because I see them boys in yellow all the time. No, I'm joking. Don't they? But they make like regular civilian life vests that are yellow though.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
You wouldn't catch me in a yellow life vest in the ocean, bro.
Oh. Also, what about the raincoats that fishermen wear? Those are yellow. Some of them. Yeah. Although mostly now I see safety. I see safety the Gordon orange guy? Now. Who's that?
The Gordon fisherman, the fish stick guy.
Oh no, I don't know who that is.
That guy, he's always in the commercials wearing the yellow raincoat and the yellow rain hat because he's making fish sticks.
Yeah, fuck that guy. So
don't you wear yellow swim trunks.
I'm telling you, man, animals can smell it in humans. Humans can smell it in humans, man. You take a human somewhere where they're fucking scared and they look out of place, guess what? The predators come. You know it's true.
This is true.
Yeah, you're going to get eaten up in some places.
All right.
Or robbed.
All right.
Right. So I'm just saying.
I don't see too many surfers getting robbed in the ocean by sharks.
That's because fucking surfers aren't afraid to go. They don't care. Motherfuckers are like, I got to get my fix. And I respect that. You want to risk your life for crazy shit? I'm down for that. I'll watch.
From the beach.
I'm a block spectator, baby. I'll watch anybody kill anybody. I hang out. Hey, Sharky Shark. And I'll also warn you, hey, man, there's a fin over there. I'm that guy.
You're that guy.
With the blowhorn. I'll stand next to The Rock in his Baywatch outfit.
That wasn't The Rock.
Yeah, he was. You didn't see the new Baywatch?
No.
Oh, the new Baywatch is The Rock, bro. He took Hasselhoff's part.
Oh, God.
Or his role. He didn't take his character.
For like how long? 2 weeks?
There's one episode.
In between movies?
Or one movie.
Yeah. It was a movie.
Yeah, it was a movie.
Okay. It wasn't the series.
It was a good movie. I mean, for being what it is, it's The Rock. Zac Efron's in it though. Dude's ripped. Definitely took a bunch of orals for that. Shredded as fuck, running around like 2% body fat. I'm like, oh. Plus you had no mass last year, so good job. Yeah, Hollywood muscles and all. I mean, when the Rock is your fucking mentor, you know, and helping you out in the gym,
Throwing around the pig iron.
yeah, sure. The needle.
Whoa.
What the hell was that?
That was
Fucking sharks.
That was good. It was sharks or God.
Fucking
It was one or
sharks.
the other. I'm not sure.
So I'm telling you, man, I think it's a law of attraction.
Love it.
Now, I'm not saying everybody who believes it's going to get bit. Some people that get bit are just unaware. Those are the people that get hit by buses. What happened to him? Donnie got ran over by an RTA. What the fuck? How did he not see the bus coming? I don't know. He just didn't look. He looked right, never looked left, walked out into the street and took it. That's what I'm
Jesus.
saying, bro. Who gets hit by a bus? It's fucking huge.
It's huge.
But
It's
they
hard.
get bit by a shark, and that's
Right.
huge too. But that's because you fucking.
Didn't you
around.
almost get hit by a cop?
Yeah, I mean that was his fault
No, I think. at
and
the
my
end-
fault.
I
I'm a
was gonna
bad
say-
skateboarder. We went over this. That's why we don't. That's why we don't eat meatball subs and grind.
Pony boy.
Yeah, he's out there grinding on the grinds while we're working.
Right. He's
Fucking
out-
skater kids. I'd have been on the other side of the train track throwing rocks at him. Get your skateboard, bitch. Whack. If I hit him and it knocks him out, grab his skateboard and run.
Pony boy's like, man, I had to loosen up my joints. I had to slam a couple of beers and 2 Motrin and
Ooh,
grease up the curb.
ooh. Hey man, Tony just broke his femur or whatever.
Look, it's because he's 87 years old and has no bone density left.
Yeah.
It's all that Dogtown.
Yeah.
All that Dogtown
Empty
beat up
pools.
them old bones.
You know, it was worth it though.
Yeah. Well, now he's multi-millionaire hawk.
Yeah.
Multi-hawk.
He did that. He doesn't have to work since he was like 18, maybe younger. I'm not even sure when his career started, but I'm sure the minute it started, it never stopped.
It never stopped.
No.
Well, I mean, after he
Talk about cults. Skaters are as bad as vegans. They got their skateboards with them all the time.
I'm telling
You out to dinner at a fancy restaurant, this motherfucker's got a skateboard pinned under his feet. He's wheeling it back and forth under the table, wearing his suit and shit. What are you doing later? I'm going to go grinding.
it's
I'm going to
true.
hit that rail on the way out the restaurant. What?
It's true.
Just making
It's
fun of skaters.
100% true. They take them
Fucking
boards
hate
with them
skaters.
everywhere they go.
Oh, I love you, Pony Boy, though. You good. The minute I'll tell you what, the minute I seen him, I was like, you fucking skater. I felt like 15 again. I'm like, you motherfucker with your Vans. Get out of here.
Where's my wheelies?
Yeah. It's all right. He's good, though. He's good.
Look,
He's an actual skater. That's crazy.
he is a skater, dude. After Tony Hawk taught Christian Slater how to clean the cube,
Oh, my God. That's such a good movie.
and I'm not even sure he actually did that, but I'm gonna give him credit for it.
He learned so many tricks. If you watch the end credits of that, he learned so many tricks. Like he looked like a flatland skateboarder. It was wild. I'm like, dude, what? Oh, he learned tricks for 6 months and he did this. I'm like, Jesus, it must be nice to get paid to sit around and skate all day for 6 months.
all
And-
day,
right?
all day, and
That's
just
all you do
and get bad.
to hone a skill. Imagine then quitting, because you know he didn't continue it. Like that's why it's so special when you hear these dudes, these actors that are like, oh yeah, I had to learn how to jump in with sharks for this movie, and I've just been doing it since.
I can't stop.
Yeah.
I can't stop. It was
Right.
so thrilling. You know,
Yeah.
I'm going to give a shout out to the old skateboarders who might be listening. I went on eBay the other day and I was looking for the Search for the Animal Chin shirt.
Which one's that one?
You don't remember Animal Chin? The skateboard movie, they
Mm.
were all looking for Animal Chin. Yeah, the great Search for Animal Chin.
No,
you-
I need to watch that one.
Yeah, it's a great skateboard film. And then they had T-shirts made, right? They had like this. It looked like who's that bad guy from Big Trouble in Little China?
Oh, yeah.
on the front of it, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it was like it had some like Chinese character on the sleeve. Yeah, the Search for Animal Chin, bro. I was
That's
trying to
sweet.
find one, dude. They had a vintage shirt, $120 for that thing.
Oh,
Couldn't even believe it. I was like, yeah, I'll get a knockoff for like $12 at
Right.
Goth Kmart.
yeah. Fucking Goth Kmart. I haven't been back to that place since I've been banned, and I'm okay with that. Because Spencer's exist, you idiots.
Just
Fucking
saying.
jackasses.
Just saying.
So, listen, I'm gonna need everyone to email us. The fuck's our email again? It's bays.basement@gmail.com. baysbasement@gmail.com with a period in between it. Not the worst kind of period that draws sharks, but there's a little dot. So 39 seconds of this, and fuck, I lost my train of thought. Hold on.
Email us.
Right, yeah, email us. We're gonna need to put together a crew.
Oh.
And if you can get a hold of Depp, let him know that we're trying to look for whale vomit. Somebody just tag Johnny. We need a captain.
Okay.
I think he'd be a good captain.
I think he would be great captain.
I don't think he'd be any good at doing real stuff on the water, but for the rest of it, he'd be Gucci.
Okay.
If you could have a fine ass bitch shit in your bed and take you to court and you still winning, you a gangster. So we fuck with that. It'd be Captain Jack Sparrow leading the way in the whale vomit. Fucking
trying to find the whale
thing.
vomit.
Right.
There's a lot of money to be made.
I think that's the way to do it.
Email us. Let's get together a crew. Or if you found ambergris, email us. Tell us how you got your payout.
Also, I would like. I put it in a bag and right over to Saks Fifth Avenue and fucking they just pay me right there. They Venmo me the money. I'd also like to know who is hunting the ambergris.
Ambergris, yes.
I almost said Amber Heard. Fuck. That bitch is so fine, but
she's batshit crazy.
Right. They all are.
The batshit crazy.
They all are.
The
Mega Beast is a psycho. She don't ever listen. Don't worry. Just praying that our sponsors don't listen to this.
Who we sponsored by today?
Who are we sponsored by today?
If we're not sponsored by anybody, I'll just want to give a shout out to Biz Markie.
Oh, right. There you go. Tell us a little bit about it.
No, come on, Biz Markie. You say she's just a friend, but baby, you got what I need.
Back to what I was saying earlier. It's Joe Skelly's direct fault that veganism exists.
Because what? Because Biz Markie? How are you going to tie him to that?
I'm tying you to it.
Okay.
You're responsible.
All right.
I'm pretty sure origin of veganism came out of Cleveland, so your fault.
Because what?
You guys seem like the type of people that would support that lifestyle.
Because I didn't stop the Food Not Bombs show.
One kid. One kid. All he had to do is take an ass beating at one show, and we'd have no vegans. But instead, he got away with it.
He got away with it.
He's just passing out flyers.
And now people are talking about how Christmas trees are being murdered.
Right. No meat. Man, so what's funny is I don't know. Maybe it's like, that's why they call it like youth culture, because, you grow up and you start eating chicken nuggets. Is that how that works? I mean, you just literally get up one day and your significant other's like, listen, motherfucker, I'm tired of eating grass every night. I'm going to the fucking steakhouse. You coming with me or not? And they're like, okay.
Or maybe they're like, let's run a 10K and 1.5K into it. You DFO. You know what DFO is?
No, tell me.
Done fell out. You DFO'd 1K into the 10K. You're like, you know what? Maybe some of that protein might not hurt.
So I was, back when I was a professional sandwich artist, because that's pretty much all I've ever done with my life. But so this girl came in who, whatever, no other history besides that. Let's just talk about what she did. So she's standing there and we're talking and she's kind of mentioning about, whatever. She's like, oh, I don't eat meat. And I was like,
well, then how do you go to a place that has meat next to your vegetables?
Right. I don't think she was at the vegan side yet. I think she was like on her way.
All right.
But she's like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I don't eat meat because it's healthier. Bro, this bitch was like 300 pounds.
Bro, okay.
That's so and she's telling me, she's like, blah, 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 whatever. She's like, I'll just have my veggies. And so she gets all her veggies on the sub. But then she gets like extra ranch and extra this. And I'm just thinking like, that doesn't make any sense. Like,
that's like the people who go to a movie theater and get 15 pounds of shit in a small Diet Coke.
Right. Oh, yeah. And the same thing with, I don't want to throw shade. I don't mind. Here's my thing, and let's be very clear about this. I don't mind being unhealthy. Like, I'm never going to stop eating donuts. It's not going to happen. I'm a fat kid with donuts, right? Like, whatever. But just don't don't trick yourself and expect me to be tricked too. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
I'll call you right out of your fake fucking memorabilia thinking ass. Like, I'm so much healthier because I'm a vegan, or I don't do this or whatever. I'm like,
but you got double ranch.
Back to what we were talking about before yesterday. It's the same thing with people who, and we're going off on a tangent, but that's okay because I don't give a fuck. But it's like those fucking people who get good at one thing and then expect everyone else to do it too and think that it's okay because that's the only fucking thing that they're good at.
Okay.
That's fucking ludicrous to me. Can't have night vision if you've never rucked 900 miles. What the fuck did you just say? I'm in a wheelchair, motherfucker. I can't ruck nowhere. I should be deprived of my vision at night. Shout out to that fucking idiot. I'm pretty sure he banned me on his IG right away. Because I accidentally followed him and then unfollowed him. And he was like, you know what? Fuck you. You don't want to stick with the follow? Ban.
You get the ban hammer?
He looked like a good looking meth addict anyways.
Listen.
I'm okay with that.
Just so, and we've talked about this. We decided we were going to get on the tweeter
to
spread the gospel.
Tell him about your tweeter.
Yeah, He's
got on the tweeting twats. Joe Skelly has.
We were tweeting, and we were on the tweeter less than 24 hours.
Oh my god!
Before I caught the ban hammer,
he got banned already.
I got banned already.
Daddy Elon fucked us.
No, it wasn't Daddy Elon.
Oh, because he's not in charge yet.
Yeah, maybe it was the tweet to the Iron Sheik. Because I like tweeting the Sheik, or maybe it was
shit.
Maybe it was the tweet to, maybe it was the tweet over to Bjork.
It's good news, Joe Skelly.
Sweet.
We've just received a ping.
Nice.
Let me look at this. Look at this. Oh, wait.
Are you telling me your ping is more important than the pang that I got? The pain that I got for getting ban hammered on Twitter in less than 24 hours?
Uh-oh.
Look,
we might have a problem.
Okay. If you're out there in listening land, follow us on Twitter. Give us some support. Get us back in the action.
You know how I got that problem? I'm not trying to interrupt you, but I'm going to. You know how I got that little tiny problem where I like to gamble a little bit with the whole bidding thing?
Yeah. And you get double whammy, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. But we'll have to resolve that here.
Stop! Keep telling them about Twitter. Fuck.
No. We're never going to the casino. I'm just going to tell you that.
Yeah,
never going to go to the casino.
Just don't let me get in there with the credit card.
Yeah, we're.
Wait. Let's finish. So, gotta go follow him on the Twitter tweet account.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter.
Bays. What's the tag? What's the @
Bays Boy Podcast.
Bays Boys Podcast.
Bays Boys Podcast on Twitter. It's a little freestyle from what we're doing on the IG, but we can use the support.
It'll keep you updated.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated. We use the support.
You know, while we're on this, who the fuck is still using Twitter?
I don't know, but I'm trying to find out.
I think Daddy Elon's going to bring a whole wave of people.
Right. He might. And by the way, if you know how to use Twitter, email us. Let us know.
Right. Let us
know how to use the Twitter.
If you know Twitter.
Yeah, that way we don't get banned again.
Right.
And I also support shouting at the Sheik. If you can find the Iron Sheik.
He just yells at the Iron Sheik all day. Fucking wrestlers.
Look, my man's hitting up about jabronis all the time, so I had to ask him.
And we've come full circle to the other people that we were talking about earlier with their vegan people. What's that fucking guy's name? The Viking wrestler that we know in common.
Yeah, but he's not a vegan.
Yeah, I know.
He's far from that.
But he's right there with those other straight edge people that are. I'm curious. I'm kind of curious. You seen his chest tattoo?
Yes.
Yeah. My number one question now is just like, are you still rocking this, or I'm gonna see you with the high life?
My man's is solid. He's solid. He's solid.
Yeah,
Trust me.
Yeah, I dig it.
He's solid.
It's weird being on the other side of the fence.
I can imagine.
I do like. I mean, I don't tell nobody, so it's fine.
Whatever.
But I'm saying, like, just to have been, imagine being like. What about vegans who change over there? Do they still tell you about it? They're like, hey, I used to be vegan.
They might.
Ugh. Who would want to?
Is that a recovery program?
Right.
is there a 12-step program?
You've been, what are those? You've been regenderified.
I don't know if that's the right words.
No,
I think you're not saying the right thing.
No. What's that? It's a reprogramming. You got to reprogram them.
Oh, like
how they try
church
to
camp?
Right. Like how they try to reprogram gays and shit, You're not a vegetarian anymore. Say it.
I don't think that works.
Put the Slim Jim in your mouth
I don't think it
right
works.
now.
I don't think that works.
It might work.
I don't think so. I don't think it does.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Joe Skelly's direct fault. In fact, we could blame both Skellys even.
Are you going to blame Tommy Skelly too? Boy, I'll tell you what. When Tommy gets on here, I want you to tell him.
I'll be like, Tommy Skelly, do you think that it's Joe? I mean, maybe he just wants to say it's Joe Skelly's fault.
Well, if he does, then he and I are going to have an off-the-air conversation.
I'm not going to put no blame to Tommy Skelly yet.
Not yet.
But I will ask him.
You please do. Please do.
I will say, is this your fault? Is this your fault?
And that'll be an interesting conversation.
We should how did we get from whale vomit to vegans?
I don't know, because you went on the laws of attraction and you went off.
Those sharks will fuck you up, bro. If you even think about a shark, my ass will be like a shark beacon.
So look,
I'm gonna get my leg bit off, and then they're gonna go.
We're gonna
this just in: the highest report of shark sightings in this fucking beach in 40 years. 19 people were attacked in 3 days. We don't know why.
And it's because you went out there and all you could think of was sharks, and you just drew them in like a homing beacon.
They will come.
Okay.
If anything you think about it will show up.
So let's tie this all up in a neat bow.
Okay.
Number 1, email us.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, email us. Number 3, we're trying to put together a crew to find Amber Geese.
Yes.
Number 4.
With Johnny Depp.
Just like the rules, with Johnny Depp. Just like the rules of the podcast. Don't talk about the podcast. Don't think about sharks when you're at the beach.
Or vegans.
Yes. And that's...
I'm going to get beat up by a vegan now.
Dude.
They're as dangerous as sharks.
I've heard they travel in packs, too.
That's not a good sound. Did you hear that sound?
Yes, that's not a good sound.
That's the sound of me getting 3-whammied.
Oh, God. Let's hope not.
We're gonna need Johnny Depp.
Yeah, we're gonna need Johnny.
Somebody Twitter Johnny Depp and tell him we're gonna need to interview him to ask him if while he was in the Black Pearl commanding that ship, if he ever came across a waxy substance worth $10,000 a pound.
$10,000 a pound.
And we're not talking about blow, Johnny Depp.
No.
Just so we're very clear about this.
Yeah.
We don't support that. We're drug free here.
All right. 30, 90, 70, 25 seconds of things you don't ever need to know about.